youngins on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, move G. Anything to get a buck. You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab trying to sharpen up the sword. Swinging blades at these scrubs. Flock like bugs to the light. Getting right. Treat my hoes like these raps. I don't really got a type. Off top, bullshit. All I needed was a mic. Yeah. Hey, pass the rock, it's all butter. Pack your bags and take flight. Don't worry, it's all covered. Hey, live your life while you can. Our days are all numbered. Rain could cause thunder, but the sun comes after, clearing up the disaster.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody day's a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. Yeah.
I got some places I should take you to see. You know it's easy when you ride with a G. Light speed, moving fast through the city, trying to find me some peace. I finally lived to be the guy that I was dying to be. Still I got some trust issues, people lie through their teeth. The more I grew, the more they hide in the crease. Squad building, weak members get released. If we try to compete, starting pitchers need relief. Bro, we building a team, everybody got a niche. I've been known to play mine to a T, but it's time for me to lead. Picking dirt right out the
Yo, what's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy Earthsmack, the mad scientist.
And Vivo.
This is the Orange Phoenix Show, Nerd Talk Live. Vivo, how are you today?
Pretty good. Just a little sleepy.
Just a little sleepy, man.
Just a little sleepy.
You out here with new hair, don't care. Look, new hair every single week. Every single week, man. Your pockets got to be swollen out here.
Oh, I do this. No. I figured out a hack to that.
You forgot
I got a hack.
Okay. Figure out a hack, man. But yeah, this is the Orange Phoenix Show, Nerd Talk Live. Go ahead and hit that Nerd Talk like and subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you get notified on all of our content, because every Wednesday and Thursday we have our live shows at 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you are listening to us on Twitter, go ahead and hit that follow button. That way you get notified, because we'll also do gaming streaming as well. Lately I've been streaming Street Fighter 6. So getting down with that, trying to rank up with Terry Bogard on Street Fighter 6. And we'll be jumping back on Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. And we got a jam-packed show for you guys today. And when I mean by jam-packed, I mean jam-packed. We got comic book news, we got anime news, we got anime author and manga author news as well. I'm excited because I got something from Amazon today, Vivo.
You did.
So what I got was well, let me back up. So my girlfriend, she always send me recipes because she wants me like not go out and buy food consistently, like go to restaurants all the time. And so it was this cook. He had like rice mold, and it was like salmon on top of the rice, but it looked like a cube, like a long cube.
Oh,
and
cool. Okay.
It was wrapped up in like nori wrap, and I was like, oh, here comes the rabbit hole. So I bought me an apron, and I bought rice mold, and I got my nori wrap, and I went to the grocery store today and got salmon. So when this show is over, I'm going into the kitchen because I'm gonna saute some shit tonight. So and my teriyaki sauce. So I'm getting down tonight.
Well,
so
right before I logged on, I was eating my spicy California.
Oh, is that a rice bowl?
No, it's spicy California roll, tempura style.
Tempura style.
Yep.
Like, you know the comedian Dion Cole, and he was like, you know, black people, if they get sushi, they stick to California roll or some shrimp tempura. If they want to feel, they want to feel exotic.
No, before that, I actually ate. I don't even remember what it was called. It was like one of the specialty rolls that I always get from the same restaurant.
Yeah.
And I demolished that. I had my little miso soup.
Right.
That I've also started basically demolished most of that. I just felt like today dinner was going to be sushi because I just felt it like in the mood. Sushi is like my comfort food.
Okay. For some reason,
Korean short ribs. Yeah.
Ooh, Korean short ribs. Yo, that's dope right there. So I don't know what it is about sushi now, because for years I had a strong taste for sushi, and like I'll always want it. I'll go to Red Bull, I'll go to like the Japanese steakhouses. I need some sushi on the side. But now I no longer have a taste for it. I don't know. I burned myself out of it. I have no clue. What is the deal with that? But hopefully I get back to that.
Yeah, I had a thing for hibachi. Really, every time I would go out, I would always want hibachi. Steak hibachi.
Steak hibachi, man. Okay,
Yep.
Nope. I'm gonna cook today. I'm not gonna buy food.
Don't let me throw you off.
like I stay laser focused, man. So again, we got a jam-packed show for you guys, starting with Absolute Batman. There's a new initiative from DC Comics called DC All In. We're definitely gonna be talking about Absolute Batman. Now there have been some rumors, and the rumors have been confirmed, that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto is doing a crossover event per comics. So we're definitely gonna be talking about that. Talk about Tite Kubo not attending an event because of the author's latest conviction. And we got some lists for Bleach, as well as the Bleach best episodes. And we're going to talk about if we actually agree with this list or not. And then last but not least, there's some lore in Dragon Ball Z that is misunderstood. And according to CBR, they're correcting that misunderstanding. So we definitely going to be talking about all that stuff. I'm excited. So let's get into some geekdom news, starting with some DC Comics. So Absolute Batman. There's an Absolute series, Vivo, that's coming out starting this October, well, this month. And it's going to be Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman. And they just released a special. Now, let me talk to you real quick, because I'm never opening this. I bought it digitally so I can read it. So I got the variant with Darkseid in here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so got that. I went to the comic book store and I went crazy. And this is another variant issue with the old DC logo, because that's the new old logo right now. And of course, in the Marvel side of things, I bought Storm's new #1. Yeah, so yeah, I was super hyped by that. But let's talk about some Batman, shall we? So let's get me right here real quick. So according to CBR, Absolute Batman #1 did not even go on sale until October 9th. But DC has confirmed that the debut issue has already completely sold out at the distributor level. So the story is written by Scott Snyder and features art by Nick Dragotta and Frank Martin. Absolute Batman #1 is a part of DC's new All-In initiative, with the series being a fresh entry point to DC's core line in an all-new Absolute universe of superheroes. Absolute Batman #1 is teased as transforming the Dark Knight's tale from the modern age, as Bruce Wayne has no mansion, no money, or butler, and all that is left is the absolute Dark Knight. So when it comes to this how Batman looks right here for Absolute. And for the listeners that may not know, or they didn't know, that emblem, that Batman emblem on his chest, that's an axe. He could take that off his chest and use it as an axe. Now,
So does this Batman kill?
I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I really want that to happen. Like, this is the only way I feel like this is going to kick off. But since it's already sold out at a distributor level, but I got smart. I got mine pre-ordered. Let me get that and all the variant covers, please. So when it comes to the comic book store, I'm already locked in. But that is Batman at his core. Now, I don't even know if that's a full cape because the way he's sitting there posed all bulked up. But if he carrying an axe on his chest, I'll sure hope he kills. I hope the Joker doesn't exist here because
there can't be a Batman without the Joker.
True. But the Joker should have been gone a long time ago after the nefarious things that he's done.
Everybody says that.
He should have been.
And what's his name say that too?
Who's that?
Was it Peacemaker?
Oh, Peacemaker. Yeah.
He had an entire rant about that.
Where was the lie?
No lies were told.
No
Not
lies.
a one.
Not a one. Not one lie was told. And also, now, if you want to know how Wonder Woman looks, this is how Wonder Woman looks.
Young. Let's go. Yeah.
That is a sword, and she got tribal markings. I like, yo. I never bought a Wonder Woman comic in my life, but that one, I'm getting, and all the variant copies, of course. I'm getting all that.
That hasn't gone into pre-order yet, has it?
I think so. I'm not 100% certain on that.
Well, in that
but
case,
you can go to the comic book store and say, hey, I want that on my pull list.
I might have to actually get into Wonder Woman.
Yes, you do. And like a more close-up shot, and this is how she looks as a close-up shot. I'm like, she looks super badass. Like, there is a TikToker that he got a sneak peek of Wonder Woman #1, and he says, "Listen, DC, I am sorry. I was wrong about you." He apologized. Said, I am sorry because this shit right here is peak. Like he said, this is peak. I apologize for everything that I've said. So for somebody like him to say that, it was crazy. But that is Wonder Woman, and this is Superman. So I feel
like these stories are going to be all super dark.
Yes.
Based on this artwork, they about to go through it.
So from what I understand, now for the viewers, the link is in the description below. Per the DC channel, they actually talk about the All In initiative. So the All In special came out like earlier this week. So you can actually go to the comic book store and get the All In special, and it actually is a precursor to what's going on. If you read Absolute Power, number 1 through 4, and I think there's some more issues coming, because also for the listeners, I have been covering Absolute Power number 1 and 2, and number 3 will be released sometime next week. But Amanda Waller basically develops this plan that she depowered Superman. She depowered most of the heroes and put them in prisons. And how she did that, she used Failsafe, and she used Brainiac's wife to handle the situation. And there's a bunch of Amazos that can steal powers and stuff. So they're fighting against the grain here because Amanda Waller is winning. Like, she's winning. And there's a turncoat in the mist within the Justice League, and he turns on the Justice League, and he said, listen, I've been telling y'all for years. This ain't it. And I'm over here now, and I'm back in the human side. So there's a turncoat there that is infiltrating and doing other stuff. So, but at the end of Absolute Power, I think this leads into All Initiative, and how in this DC universe you got the universe being shaped by the heroes, but on the absolute side, the all-in side, is built off of Dark Side. Like, Dark Side is a certifiable badass, and you will see that in full splendor in all-in special. So, really, really good. This is really good, man. And also, October, the second printing is on sale October 30th, but October 9th is the first printing, which I will have that. Now, it says that Absolute Batman will be joined by other new comics. Absolute Wonder Woman #1 goes on sale October 23rd.
Oh, so I still have, okay.
Yeah, so Absolute Superman #1 following on November the 6th. So the 3 Absolute titles will push DC's iconic trinity to their limits, with Wonder Woman not having the Island of Paradise of Themyscira to guide her on her mission of peace, while Clark Kent has no family or Fortress of Solitude to call home.
So basically, they're making these characters homeless to start. Got it.
Yes. Pretty much at their wits' end. So, and I'm all for that. I need something else from DC, and I know James Gunn changed the logo back to this old logo, and I really do love that logo because I feel like under that particular design, some of the best stories of DC came out. And with James Gunn bringing out Superman next year and Creature Commandos, and I heard Crypto, the super dog, is going to be in the new Superman movie. I'm like, I don't know how you're going to put the super dog in there, but okay, we'll figure it out. So next story we got is Naruto and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What do you have about that, Vivo?
So initially, apparently, they are going to be doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and Naruto crossover. And part of the story, or like the, I don't know if you want to call it the summary, but what the snapshot is, that they're using to sell it is, like, it's the coolest ninja matchup that you could ever have dreamed of. The heroes in the half shell are meeting the host of the nine-tailed fox. And I believe they said that this takes place in between, it's like right after the Chunin exams. And, well, Tsunade is Hokage at the time, so it's right after the Chunin exams that this takes place. Okay. The cover art, they released 2 different cover arts. One, I think, is the variant. They look really cool, and it makes me excited, but at the same time, I don't understand how they're doing this crossover. Like, did New York get zapped to the world where the Hidden Leaf Village is, or vice versa? Like, April O'Neil is supposed to be meeting with Tsunade. Like, how? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's going to happen either, but I think it's one of those, like, fan servicey things, because they're all ninja. And this is one of the covers too that Vivo was talking about. But it
looks cool. I like that. I would get a huge one of those posters and hang it on my wall.
I would too. I'm not even gonna hold you. I definitely would do that.
Oh. Okay, so I guess it could make. So there technically is dimension travel in Naruto. There's also dimension travel in Ninja Turtles. So I'm guessing that they're trying to. I'm guessing that that's how it's happening, and there will be some explanation as to how that has occurred, and they're able to be in each other's worlds. But it's just weird to think of Naruto and Sasuke in New York City.
Very weird, because were there any TVs or any kind of like? I don't remember any TV except for Boruto. Boruto had like the new technology and stuff.
Yeah, no, not in Naruto's time. This is when he was a kid. Like, no.
That's interesting though. But then again, the Ninja Turtles have traveled back to feudal Japan, that type of era. So for them to come to the Naruto universe, it wouldn't take them by surprise. But for Sasuke, Naruto, Kakashi, yeah, it would definitely take them by surprise. Like, yo, what is this? What are cars? What is this?
I mean, honestly, if this was to take place, say when Naruto was a lot older, like when he was like Hokage.
Yeah.
And he's already faced the Akatsuki, not the Akatsuki, not the Akatsuki, what are their names? I can never pronounce it.
Oh, you're talking about the team that aligned themselves with Orochimaru, the Sound Ninja?
No, the space, they're basically aliens. The Otsuki clan.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
They are basically aliens. That's essentially what they are. That have powers over time travel. Well, not time travel, but dimensions. If the crossover were to take place when he was like older and technology had advanced, then it would make a little bit more immediate sense to me. But then, I mean, that's getting into the realm of Boruto and his story. But I don't know. I'm interested to see how this is gonna play out. Like, I'm gonna check it out. I'm not going to like discredit or knock it.
Yeah.
From the jump, I'm gonna at least give it a chance. So, because I am a diehard Naruto fan, and I'm gonna give it a good old college try.
Then I knew that, but you know what though, we established the fact that it's gonna be non-canon. I think this is like a love letter for both fandoms for them to interact, because I know this was announced like last month or the month before last, if I'm not mistaken, and when it's supposed to come out. And I'm not gonna lie, I was generally excited for that because I knew it wasn't going to be adult Naruto. I feel like, kid Naruto and Sakura and Sasuke works out better in this deal. As far as what they're trying to do, I wonder what Shredder's role is, who he's going to align himself with, or who he's going to be, at odds with. Will it be Orochimaru? I would assume that would be Orochimaru at that point, because he technically is the villain for most of Naruto in that sense. Or maybe he goes one
that would
Itachi.
Be a duo. That would be a sight to behold.
Right. What about Shredder and Itachi? That might be something, because Shredder is no slow lead by any stretch of imagination.
I don't think that Shredder would. Itachi would ultimately stab Shredder in the back.
Yes.
But Orochimaru, I think that Shredder would be disgusted by Orochimaru.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if he ever got to the point that he got to meet Madara, that would be interesting.
Ooh. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like Shredder would do just fine in a Naruto verse, based off of what he could do. Because I seen one of his death battles, right? I seen his death battle against Silver Samurai from Marvel. Beat him. And like the stuff he knows, like he's faster than light. Like as far as how you can react to things.
Have you seen the newer? I can't remember which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles version this was. I don't think it's the newest one that's out. I think it might have came out a year ago. But basically, the animation style was an ode to anime. Like like they were big fans of anime, and I think that the battle that they had with Shredder mirrored one of the Naruto fights.
I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the
yeah, I've seen the clips of it, and it's amazing. And I have to actually sit down and watch the show because the clips were glorious.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Which one was that? I need to.
It was the latest one. It's the Nickelodeon one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Nickelodeon one. It's the one where Leo wasn't the leader right offhand. I think Raph was. Raph was the leader initially.
Raph the leader.
Yeah, I think Raph was the leader because they was younger and Leo was growing into that role or whatever. But it's a definite twist though, because the animation style is really good. And then like you, that particular fight scene got me vested in it. So, you know, I got to go back and watch it and check it out.
Did it come out? But it came out in like, what was it? 2020? That wasn't it. What year did it come out though?
Let's see. Ninja Turtles cartoon. Because at one point, I think it was on Netflix. I think it was on Netflix at one point. There was the 2003 Turtles. The name escapes me. You had to ask that question.
I'm sorry.
You had to ask that question now.
Now we have to find it.
We got to find it now.
Was it Rise of the? It was Rise.
Yes.
Was it Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes, that's it. Rise of the
It was
Teenage
the
Mutant Turtles.
movie. The movie. It wasn't the series. It was the movie. It looks like.
But the series is just as good though. I will say that.
And this movie came out. When did it come out?
Yeah, the movie is just as good, and I think the older fans gatekeep, and I was guilty of this too because I was like, nothing's gonna be better than the 1980s, early 90s version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then I watched the 2003 one. The 2003 one is really good, like really good. And I put that at number one. And so those are my favorite ones. And then when they kept bringing on new ones, I was like, I don't want no parts of that. And then Rise, I completely crapped on that. And then I saw that fight scene. I was like,
You were like, hold up.
Yeah.
Is this the same show?
Right. This Crow was underrated.
You did that about face.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and watch that because I saw those clips and I was like, this is
yeah. Now that was something though. And to backtrack on DC, like this is how Darkseid look in the Absolute universe. This man got an axe for a hand. Not to mention his other abilities. I know people gonna be like, "Oh, you gloss past that? You can't gloss past Darkseid." No, you can't. You can't gloss past him. And what's funny about that, Vivo, is that they had a death battle between Darkseid and Thanos.
Didn't Darkseid win?
Thanos did not have a snowball chance in hell.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Thanos is only something if he has the glove or an Infinity Stone. And
he used the Infinity Stones. Nah, it didn't work out well for the man. It didn't work out well. Because of, if you really know Darkseid, that Darkseid is one of the gods, and it's like if you defeat Darkseid, it's almost like you defeat a version of him because the real version is not there. And that copy is like just as bad. Or whatever the case would be.
Just a fraction of his true power.
Easily. So for what I understand in the absolute, I'm reading or looking at that video, the link is in the description below for the viewers, is that this is the real deal. Like this is him. Like this, ain't no copies. This is the man right here.
That brings me to another question, but I don't want to get down into a rabbit hole with that, so I'll just look it up and then I'll follow up.
Rabbit hole, you say?
So remember Zack Snyder's
Justice League?
Batman versus Superman.
Yes.
Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, who I will forever hate in that role. Like, it burns deep in my soul how much I disliked his performance.
Yeah.
Remember the creature they ended up fighting?
Oh, Doomsday.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Doomsday. That's a terrible Doomsday, by the way. Let me put that out there.
Oh, yeah, because it was Doomsday is originally supposed to be a creature straight from Krypton, and Lex Luthor apparently grew him in a test tube.
Yeah. Doomsday in the comics.
And doesn't he have like an actual conscience? Like he can like think for himself and speak. This one was just
Nah. Right now, Doomsday is in hell, and he is beating himself out of hell because he's punching this wall consistently, and he's been doing it for, I don't know how long he's been doing it. He's been doing it for a very long time, but he has not stopped. And there's cracks that are being shown, so he's gonna pop out.
He's just gonna break out the dimension through brute strength.
Pretty much, he's like, listen, like you might have me here now, but you see that tiny little crack right there? Yeah, it's gonna get bigger because I'm gonna keep punching it. This is what's gonna happen. Like Doomsday is not to be messed with, man. I like so. I did see that. I saw that in comments explained. But Doomsday is definitely the mofo you do not want to run across. Like, that's a smoke you don't want. At all. So we got some other news today, and that is about Tite Kubo. So, Vivo, you want to take that one, or you want me to get that one?
You can start off. And I'll chime in because I have. Go ahead.
you have things. So basically with Tite Kubo, anime fans are noting that Tite Kubo, the writer and artist of Bleach, is not involved in an anniversary project at Shonen Jump that honors a controversial manga author. Now, despite Nobuhiro Watsuki's 2017 arrest and 2018 conviction for possessing child pornography, Shonen Jump and most of its top creators will celebrate Watsuki's Rurouni Kenshin series for its 30th anniversary. So according to Shonen Jump on X, the 30th anniversary exhibition for Rurouni Kenshin will be held in Kyoto, Japan. The anniversary event will feature original artwork from the series and commemorative illustrations by numerous Shonen Jump creators. Among the list is Ichiro Oda from One Piece, Gege Akutami for Jujutsu Kaisen, Masashi Kishimoto for Naruto, Kuhei Horikoshi for My Hero Academia. And however, among those, Tite Kubo is not one of them. And so Kubo isn't the only Shonen Jump artist absent from the list. His exclusion sticks out due to his high-ranking status at Shonen Jump. During the mid-2000s, Bleach was part of the big three Shonen Jump titles along with One Piece and Naruto, which dominated anime and manga zeitgeist worldwide. This also isn't the first time Kubo has intentionally or not snubbed Watsuki since the latter criminal conviction. Kishin, after the exhibition, Rurouni Kenshin featured numerous celebratory messages from Shonen Jump authors like Oda and Kishimoto. However, no quote from Kubo. Kubo says, my name is not going to be on that. How do you feel about that, people?
I think that's perfectly fine. And he is well within his rights to do that.
Absolutely.
And I myself have an issue that they're honoring the author. Like, Rurouni Kenshin will go down in history as like one of the OG animes that everybody grew up watching and loving. But you don't have to put, they don't have to, like, after those charges, and he was convicted. Like, you don't need to give him his flowers after he did something like that.
Listen, he going to jail. And it's like, well, he's already in jail. Like, when they found you and they bust through your door, and they saw that child pornography, it was...
If you're grown enough to talk back, you're grown enough to get fucked up.
It's easy. It's like... But I think, judging from this article, though, I think they're just celebrating Rurouni Kenshin, the story, not the author. But Taikubo was like, I don't think you can separate those two because he's the one who made it.
Basically. And it's really, especially when it's really hard to divorce the creator from the creation.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do that. And so they could have gone about it in a completely different way and not necessarily like focus so much attention. Like I don't know, but I think that Kubo is well within his right if he doesn't want to be associated with that. And I know that the creator acted as a mentor to, some of the other big popular manga creators, but
yeah,
they also didn't need to like provide commentary specific to him. Like, which one was it that said like he has a wonderful personality? Sir, no, he does not. He's going to jail for child pornography.
Easily.
Clearly, there was something flawed about him.
Easily. I think us as a fandom though, when we found that out, we was pissed because, like, bro, you made Rurouni Kenshin, man. That's like one of the GOAT anime. You know what I'm saying? And they're actually doing a remake. They already did it, and they got I think the Kyoto story arc coming, and people are watching it, and it's really good. Like, I don't obviously Watsuki is not tied to that. I think somebody else is writing that out in a more condensed form.
Yeah, but he's probably still getting residuals from that.
That's a good question. I don't even know he's gonna get residuals from that. Like, you can't spend your money.
Don't go to his prison fund.
Yeah, or his family that don't have anything to do with what he did. But I think also the fandom is a little bit conflicted too. I feel like they love Rurouni Kenshin so much, like it's almost like they're gonna feel guilty saying this is one of the greatest animes ever, but because somebody gonna comment, oh, made by a pedophile. They say that, but there wasn't really no pedophilia. If I remember correctly, I don't think there was any pedophilia in Rurouni Kenshin, was it? It was just about Kenshin and him trying to avoid violence, and then if you came to him in the wrong way, he hit you the wrong side of the blade. So
I don't know, but it's kind of like, when all of that went down, though, he kind of forever tainted it.
He did. He really did, man. Damn. It's like people who like Rurouni Kenshin is like, you can't just be out here and say, hey, y'all, Rurouni Kenshin is like one of the greatest animes or manga ever. You can't be saying that because, people might cancel you. They're like, oh,
remember Beetlejuice, the original Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
And the original actor that played Lydia's father, what was his name?
Oh, him. Yeah, because he had...
Remember him?
He got caught up in some stuff. And he's alive.
He too,
yeah.
He too was convicted of, I believe, possession of child pornography. Jeffrey Jones, I think his name was.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. But he couldn't be in the movie, though, because of what happened. So they smartly...
And, they killed him off.
Yeah, they CGI'd him.
Kept moving.
Yeah. That was smart. That was actually smart movie making there. But and what's ironic about this? Because the past 48, 72 hours, I was watching Law and Order Special Victims Unit. That's all I've been watching. And it's ironic that I pulled this article up.
When they Law and Order SVU has been on the air for 26 years. Something crazy.
Yes.
There's over 26 seasons, 23, 26, something like that. And I have watched every single one. Every single one.
You watch every single episode of Law and Order?
Yes.
SVU? Every single one?
Yes.
How did you do that?
Until I think I stopped because I hit the end, and so I was waiting for new episodes, and I think that they've updated with the newest season, so I have to get caught up again. But I watched all the way. I watched at least the first 23 to 24 seasons straight
I feel
through.
like that's as great as a feat as watching every episode of One Piece.
I have done that too.
Law and Order is the One Piece of live action series. That's what that is. Because there's no way. Because you could always go back and watch One Piece. Like you might sit it down for a second, but guess what? I'm gonna go back. I'm all caught up on One Piece, by the way. On anime.
Yeah.
So
I am not. I still have to. I'm a binge watcher, so I like to let. And so there's like 4 different animes right now that I need to go back and watch the 2 to 3 episodes that have since dropped.
Like
with Dora Wand and Sword, My Hero.
Yes.
One Piece. Slime. Oh, I started watching Overlord.
Overlord is really good.
Started from the beginning because I watched the first season before a while ago, but then I couldn't remember anything, so I just started it all over, and I'm in season 2.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And I would say, like, in my top 10 anime, we should do that too. We should do that. We should do a top 10 anime list. But either way, I would say my top 10. One of my top 10 anime lists is Bleach for sure. Tite Kubo is one of my favorite authors, mainly because of how stylish he draw his characters out. And they got drip. Like, his characters got drip. Like, whatever they wear different clothes. And I do love that. And the author, the creator of Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, he got drip too, because Yusuke be dripped down. Like, everybody be wearing some stuff, but I really do love Tite Kubo and his colorful nature, because there was I have it on my bookshelf downstairs. I'm gonna have to show it like next week, but there's like a Bleach. It was like a mini book. It was about the Gotai 13, each captain, and there was like a spread about each captain and lieutenant and what they like and dislike, and there was like a little short story about them. It was like a Tite Kubo special. And I really did love that. But speaking of Bleach, according to CBR, these are the top Bleach episodes according to them. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that, but we're going to see about that. So,
I don't remember where I left off with Bleach.
Oh my God. Wait. So I will say though, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, because I think Bleach is back this week. I think I want to say that, but
pretty sure.
So here we go now. Number 20. It says a new appearance. Meet the Gotai 13 ends with Ichigo being saved. Episode 361, where Genjo betrayed Ichigo and basically stole his powers. First of all, that don't belong in the top 20. Nah, this ain't it right here.
Ichigo throughout this entire series, well, this is prior to the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, because I haven't watched any of that yet, but Ichigo stayed getting his powers stolen or losing them.
Well, in essence, hold on. He lost his powers because Byakuya stabbed him. He caught him lacking. And then, so that was explained though. So when Byakuya stabbed him and broke his soul chain, I think that's what happened. Kisuke told him, well, this wasn't your ability anyway. You just stole Rukia's joint. You are a soul reaper yourself, and we gotta unlock that shit. So in theory, he didn't really lose his powers. He just regained it. But Genjo, catching him lacking, which the Fullbringer arc wasn't the best one. I would definitely say that. It wasn't. Nah.
Wasn't that just a filler arc? Anyway.
No, that was canon.
Really?
Yeah. Because to be a Fullbringer, I think one of the criteria is your parent or something has to be killed by a hollow, and that's what happened to Ichigo. So Ichigo ended up being a Fullbringer too.
Okay.
Yeah. So number 19 is the Immortal Man, featured the end of an epic clash, which is Kenpachi. I agree that should be in the top 20. It says, having already injured Ichigo in the previous episode, Kenpachi remains confident that he can defeat this invading Ryoka boy. Meanwhile, old man Zangetsu, takes Ichigo into his inner world where he meets Hollow Ichigo for the first time. So I say this belongs in the top 20 for sure. Because how do you feel about that being in the top 20?
I agree.
Because Kenpachi was ready for that action, man.
So Hachi wasn't even being as much of a menace as he normally was.
No, he was holding back. Well, he always does. He always holds back. Number 18, Aizen Stands Horrible Ambitions. Basically, it's the episode where Aizen reveals his true self. And that's when he one-fingered Ichigo's Bankai and sliced his ass. But, yeah. This belongs.
I agree. That should be top 20 because people were like, "Oh, what?" Yep.
Nah, when he did this to his glasses and it disintegrated, he did this number right here. I like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, that's some fuckboy shit right there.
That's exactly what it is. He said, "Oh, this ain't even my true form right here, man. Let me show you this wavy hair real quick. I use shampoo and conditioner. Y'all don't. Y'all hair look rough. Mine does not. As I ascend into the heavens." That is Aizen. Number 17 is The Day I Became a Shin Megami, and that is episode 1. The episode that brought us to the dance. You agree that should be in the top 20?
I feel like, I probably wouldn't rank it higher. I wouldn't rank it higher than what it already is.
Yeah.
But I think that first episode is what captured a lot of people.
Absolutely. I think this particular scene right here, like showing Rukia right in front of the moon and she's just standing up and she's waiting for a Hollow. I think that's an iconic scene right there.
Yep.
I'll tell you what belongs in the top 20 though. It's controversial though. That episode when they introduced Don Kanonji. That, like, I absolutely love that episode. That was The Exorcist, Don Kanonji. That's when Ichigo and his sisters and his dad went to the exorcism show and Don Kanonji was down and he had, whoa, he always laugh. And he making everybody else laugh. Yeah, Don Kanonji, man. I really do love that episode.
I don't remember that one. I have to go back.
Number 16, it says, gather together, group of strongest Shinigami sees Aizen abandon Soul Society. And this is, that's right. Byakuya saved her. And that's when Ichimaru revealed himself. And that's when Tozen revealed himself. And then went up into the sky.
My brother's favorite Bleach character is Tosen.
Oh, the Blind Swordsman?
Yes. His favorite one.
Out of all of the Gotai 13?
Out of all of them.
The one that Kenpachi folded?
Doesn't matter. He's black. Oh.
That man got folded twice. He got folded twice.
But I don't care.
Nah, matter of fact, no. He got folded 3 times. The first time was Kenpachi, and that's when Tozen used his Bankai. And the second time was...
first of all, isn't Tozen... He wasn't even like a captain. He was a vice captain.
No, he was a captain.
What?
Yeah, Tozen was a captain.
I don't...
Like, dead ass. He's a captain. Like, matter of fact, hold on. He's, I think there's an episode where... Let me see. Let me find it. Oh, nope. That's not it. But yeah, Tozen was a captain. I think he was a captain of Squad 9. The guy that had the 69 on his cheek, Shuhei Hisagi, he was the vice captain. He was the one that was hurt that Tozen...
Yeah, right. He was the 9th captain of the 9th division. I thought he was a vice captain. Well, it was probably because he left and then he was playing second fiddle to Aizen, right?
Yeah, he was one of the top 3, the top brass, because
he's short.
And the wildest thing though, I feel like Tozen could be Aizen because Tozen is blind. He cannot see Aizen's Zanpakuto. So in theory, Tozen could actually take out Aizen in the base form, like before he got the Sokyoku and transformed himself and all that other stuff. But because everybody else that okay,
just FYI, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc part 3 is dropping in 2 days on October 5th.
Yes, cannot wait. I'm gonna go back and watch everything else from the beginning though.
And so is, well, I have a little Urban Anime Lounge. You guys were the MVP for posting this new anime that are dropping in the next week.
All right.
Shangri-La Season 2, October 11th. Blue Lock Season 2, October 5th.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Daima, October 15th.
Yep, the movie.
The Dawn is October. Oh, that's today. The first episode came out today for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Okay. Danmachi Season 5, October 4th. So tomorrow, Blue Exorcist, October 5th. And Ray Zero dropped yesterday.
Okay. I'm definitely going to check that out then. And as we on number 15, The Blade is Me demonstrated Ichigo complex heritage. Basically, previously been thrown out for not being properly connected to Zangetsu, but he now welcomes Ichigo to choose his. This is in the Blood War art. I will say this was a really good one, but I don't think that's top 20 though, and that's how Ichigo end up with the two Zanpakuto, the true form of it. But I don't think that's top 20, but it's definitely a really good episode. I'll say that for sure. Number 14 is Emergency Situation. Aizen New Evolution is about Jin's son betrayal. This belongs in the top 20 for sure. Because nobody seen, I'll say Gin. Nobody seen Gin's betrayal coming. How'd you feel about that episode?
Remind me.
So Gin
I don't think I got to the point in the anime when Aizen transformed.
You probably have. You definitely have, because if you talk about the full brain art, you passed that. You passed this part. This was when Gin revealed that he stayed close to Aizen this whole entire time, so he could figure out the open spot to attack him and kill him. So Gin played a double agent.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Because of Rangiku, he wanted to protect Rangiku, and so when Gin took the Sogyoku, he couldn't handle it because he lost like part of his arm or something like that. And then Aizen saw him and it was a wrap from there. His Bankai, by the way, is badass. Like anytime you call his Bankai, you do not see it coming. He cuts buildings with that thing. Number 13 is Ishida, the utmost limits of power. Show Uryu at his peak when he took on Kurosuchi. I believe this belongs in top 20. Definitely. Uryu was shining out here. He took that man out. He fucked that man up. He should have finished the job though. He should have hit the head.
He really should have, because oh my gosh, he was the most twisted. Well, definitely top 3 twisted captains.
Look, he's definitely needed though. Like, I mean, Kisuke picked him out for a reason. Like, you're going to be over the 12th division after me, and I pick you to be this person. Yes, he's twisted, but
Bankai is creepy.
Very much so. Ashigozi Jizo, the big worm thing.
Worm baby, yes.
Yeah, that spits out poison. Yeah, that was horrible time. So everything but rain. June Truth reveals Ichigo's heritage.
When he finds out that his dad is a Soul Reaper, right?
Yeah, actually, this is in the Blood War arc, but this is because of the animation style, for sure.
Wait, did he not know that his dad was a Soul Reaper before this episode?
No, he knew that. afterward, because remember, Ishin grabbed Ichigo after Kisuke, Ishin, and Yororichi was fighting Aizen 3-on-1.
Okay.
And he grabbed Ichigo, and they went into this like, it wasn't a Senkaimon. It was like this area that Aizen couldn't access, and he used it to train Ichigo a little bit more because his Zanpakuto name is Ingetsu, and Ichigo's is Zangetsu. But he taught him the way so he could be properly ready to fight Aizen when it was ready to fight him 1-on-1. So the next one is number 11, an accomplished oath. Get back Rukia. Number 11. Rukia receives death sentence for giving up her Shinigami powers to Ichigo, and nobody in Sirite realized that Aizen was behind the Central's 46 alleged sentencing. One of the peaks of the Soul Society rescue arc, however, was when the gang teamed up and mounted a last-minute rescue to save Rukia. I really did love this episode. Think it should be
that's the one where like Ichigo dropped in with a super dramatic entrance. That was great.
Yeah. And Rukia like, you idiot. Like, she was
so irritated. Like, ma'am, he's here to rescue you.
No, he grabbed Rukia. He grabbed Rukia like
potatoes.
He like
and tossed her. Yeah, sucked her.
Is
Renji the one that caught her?
Yes, he was like, wait, you're not about to do that. He said, yes, I'm about to do that. I'm about to throw her like a football. That was hilarious. But number 10 is Desperate Effort versus Desperate Effort. The Hollow Eyes Ichigo revolves around Grimmjow's and Ichigo
I love
fight.
that. I love Grimmjow. Grimmjow is a blueprint. I love him. That's probably why I love Toji so much. My first love is Grimmjow.
Grimmjow Jaggerjack. He got a badass name too, man. When he first hit the scene, I like, oh, this gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a huge problem. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but that's more Blood of War arc. Yeah, just be ready. That's all. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just be ready. Just be ready. Number 9 is Wrath as Lightning, showcases Soul Society's past. The history of the Soul Society is 1,000 years old, but Bleach doesn't really cover everything. That being said, Wrath as a Lightning sheds some much needed light on Yamamoto Ginrusai's younger version, as well as his close relationship with late Vice Captain Chojuro Sasakibe. So you remember the head captain's lieutenant, the old guy? He got the rapier one. So I want to say he was the one who put the scars on head captain on his face. No, yeah, he's the one to do that. He said, hey, show me your Bankai, because he's just as powerful as a captain. He just so happened to be the lieutenant of the head captain at this point. So this is a great shot here. Wow. And Yamamoto going to work, and he does go to work in 1,000 Year Blood War arc. I would tell you that. Number 8, conclusion of Deathmatch. White Pride and Black Desire focuses on Ichigo versus Byakuya. Definitely belongs in the top 20.
We need them to update that title, but okay. Anyways,
yeah, that was sus. That was definitely sus. But yeah, that I belong in the top 20. What you think?
Yep.
Next one up is number 7. Sayonara Rangiku reveals Gin Ichimaru's true agenda, and that's when Gin caught that L, and Ichigo went to work on Aizen because Aizen couldn't handle it. And number 6, the battle highlights of the final fight between Unohana and Zaraki.
Hey, I don't want spoilers. I actually want to watch this fight and be surprised. Well, maybe not surprised, but
it's probably one of the most glorious things you ever see.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
That's all you need to know. And Retsu
when they first said that, because they said, I can't remember what season it was, because she's captain of a different
Squad 4. She's the healing corps.
Right. And when they said, like, sometime early when Bleach was airing, they were like, she's he was a Kenpachi. And I was like, what?
Well, they never said that in the show, but they said that in that arc that you haven't seen, that one of the captains went to Central 46. He was like, listen, we need the first Kenpachi. And then he says the name. And I was like, it all makes sense now. Because you notice in the whole series, Resu always have this smile on her face. But when it cuts to her eyes and she looks and people back the hell up, they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to get healed now. Okay, it's cool. We're not gonna spaz. Like that. And you find out why people are scared of her. But it's not really a spoiler. But yes, you'll see why. But her other name is Yachiru as well, which is the name of who?
Vice Captain.
You said this is the name of the person
who basically has him wrapped around her little finger.
Yeah, he said this. I'm gonna name you after the person I admire. And you know when Kenpachi said that, so that's the person he admired. So number 5 is The Fire. Features Yamamoto's overwhelming Bankai. Also 1,000. That is goated. I will say that. That right there. Whoo, man. There's a reason why he doesn't use it. There's a reason why that. But go skipping out to number 4. Number 4, Black. Highlights the power of the Royal Guard. That's also a really good one. You'll learn about that soon enough. You definitely will. Number 3 is Fierce Fighting Conclusion Release. The final Getsuka Tencho concludes with Aizen's defeat. That was a really good. That was definitely a good one. That belongs in the top 20 for sure. Number 2, I Am the Edge showcases Kenpachi newfound Shikai. He finally gets the name of his Zanpato. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. And number 1, Ichigo dies. Orihime, the Cry of Sorrow, reveals Ichigo's vasto lord.
Yep. And Ulukora was like, what? He was like, what?
Listen.
That was
go ahead.
Best.
This is the epitome of fucking around and find out. Because when he did what he did,
he found out. And he found out quickly.
He killed this man within a second. He killed that man within seconds.
Ulukora didn't even have time to process. He was like, wait, he shouldn't be able to do, and then he was dead.
Right. This man was on this dude's chest. About to blow him.
And the entire time, Ulukora was like, that can't be what it is. I'm like, bro, he's standing over you with it. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Vasto lords can only do this. Yes, because
Ichigo about to do
he's
this
a
to you, bro.
Lord, so.
Man.
That was a great episode. Orihime was just in the back like, what's happening?
And I like
with her little shield.
Me personally, I was like, kill him. Like, dude, ow. I forgot who stopped him or made him come back. I'm like, nah. You should have.
Wasn't it Orihime?
I think it was Orihime that made him come back. I mean, Ukiyo ended up dying anyway, but he should have died in that manner though. Like foot on chest, I'ma blow your head off. Like with the beam.
Was the disrespect.
That was the ultimate sign of disrespect. You should have let it happen. So, but that is the Bleach best list. I will replace some episodes though, and I know that you haven't seen the latest season though. But we got some other news, and that is Dragon Ball Z. So with Dragon Ball Z, there's some misunderstood lore, and we got some details here, and these are like the 10 of that lore. And some of them I was like, you know what? That actually makes sense. So going into it, Dragon Ball Z wasn't going to end. And the first one is number 10. Dragon Ball Z wasn't going to end after the Frieza saga. It was stated that there's a common belief that Frieza saga was supposed to mark Dragon Ball Z end, or Goku was initially going to die on Namek and become a bittersweet finish. But this was never the case, and the same is true regarding similar rumors that the Cell Saga was supposed to be the potential endpoint, which that part is true. Gohan was supposed to be the successor. Number 9 is actually now common knowledge. The Potara earrings that merged Goku and Vegeta together, that was not a permanent process. It was revealed in Dragon Ball Super. Number 8, Future Trunks wrote Hope on his time machine. It says that despite only being present in the series Cell Saga story arc, Future Trunks brings more Super Saiyans into the mix, but he also introduces time travel in a deeper dive into sci-fi concepts. And Trunks comes from the disgraced future that's been ruined by Android 17 and 18. And yes, we all did know that Hope was written by Trunks. But it was a misperception that Bulma wrote it, but Trunks was the one. Number 7 was Android 17 and 18 aren't entirely mechanical. We all know that.
Yeah, because she popped out an entire baby.
Thank you. Like, I like, man, Krillin
and
got
she even confirmed. She was like, I was human before.
Indeed.
I just was enhanced. Like, that's literally what she said.
Yeah, I'm a cyborg. I have human organs. I just don't age. That's it. That's basically it. I mean, now what's really diabolical is when Krillin named that baby after his ex-girlfriend. That's some diabolical work right there. And 18 still to this day don't know about that. Because Krillin probably would die. But number 6, Kid Buu isn't stronger than Super Buu. I did not know this. It says that Kid Buu is the final form that's faced, and while he's the most rabid and unpredictable of the lot, he even recklessly blows up the earth. He's not actually stronger than Super Buu. And it says that Kid Buu formed when Goku and Vegeta removed innocent Buu from inside Super Buu, along with Gohan, Piccolo, Goten, and Trunks. There's no reason why Kid Buu should be stronger, especially when he has less absorbed power to pull from. Super Buu is more powerful individual, especially when he can draw from Piccolo, Gohan, and Gotenks arsenal of attacks. And Dragon Ball Z establishes that certain absorptions can in fact make Buu weaker, like when he absorbs Grand Supreme Kai and takes on his rotund physique. I did not know that. And number 5 is the movies. Say it again.
Learn something new.
Right. So number 5 is the movies still connect to the series, even if they're not canon. That actually kind of makes sense because PyCon was actually in movie 13, if I'm not mistaken. So
there's so many movies.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I've probably only seen like 6 of them.
Some of them was trash. Some of them was not. But either way, Gohan, number 4. Gohan can still become Super Saiyan after his ultimate upgrade. So the ultimate, it's been explained that the ultimate form is his peak potential. So there's no need for him to turn Super Saiyan because he's already there. So if anything, if he turns Super Saiyan, it was like, I'm just turning my hair blonde because I want to. But he has that ultimate form. Number 3 is that Perfect Cell wasn't always the Cell Saga's final villain. I did not know that. It says that the mastermind behind biggest events. That being said, this doesn't mean that Toriyama is personally responsible for every creative decision. His final villains was supposed to be the androids because he was paying respect to the Terminator. So 19 and 20 were supposed to be the only androids, but the editor didn't like their designs. So he came up with 17 and 18. And he was like, the editor was still not satisfied. So then he brought in Cell. And semi-perfect Cell, like the second version, was supposed to be the final form, i.e. like the most recent movie that came out with Gohan being the victor, how Cell Max looked, how he looked at the second form of Cell, that's supposed to be the final form. But the editor didn't like the look, so he changed it to perfect Cell.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Right, but either way, number 2. Babidi's Dark Magic isn't responsible for Vegeta's reaching Super Saiyan 2 status. Finally it's been said.
I never thought that.
So it says Vegeta's growing feelings of jealousy and inadequacy contribute to his return to the dark side, and he's eager to use his new power to defeat Goku. But there's misunderstandings that Majin's power boost helped Vegeta reach Super Saiyan 2 status for the first time. Now, Majin Vegeta is stronger, but the manga makes it clearer that Vegeta actually became Super Saiyan 2 on his own during his intense training during the past 7 years. The Majin transformation is when audiences witness Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta for the first time in the anime. However, the character indicates that this isn't a new development and that he reached this milestone through dedicated training. Absolute truth. And so, number one is fan demand wasn't responsible for Goku becoming the main character again during the Buu saga. If you notice the openings for the Buu saga, it always featured Gohan. Gohan was always there, and he was always the feature because initially he was supposed to be that guy. With the theme song "We Got a Power," but Toriyama was like, he still didn't like the look. You know, it didn't look as believable for Gohan to be the main character, so he brought back Goku, and the rest was history at that point. Should have been Vegeta, but whatever.
No.
Still a little salty.
Can we get just one that just like straight focuses on Vegeta and Vegeta only, and everybody else is a side character? That'd be awesome.
Well, since Toriyama no longer with us, we possibly may get that. But from what I understand, the manga is ending. It's not ending with that cliffhanger that they have where everybody's back on Earth and Black Frieza just like hanging out there frolicking. So they're going to finish that out, and then once they finish that out, that will be the end of Dragon Ball Super. So I don't think there will be any more Dragon Ball like manga and anime after this arc is finished. But I'm with you. I wouldn't mind a Vegeta only story.
Yeah.
But he's the feature, but I mean, he did beat Goku 1-on-1 though in the movie. That makes it 3 times.
Hey.
Let the record show Goku never beat Vegeta 1-on-1. And I know people like to split hairs. What about he sent Vegeta into space, like into the sky when he hit him with the Kamehameha wave? Like, nah, the fight wasn't over there. Vegeta wasn't down. So, I see your wheel spinning, Vivo.
Yep.
What's your wheel spinning about?
Oh. Nope. I need to sit down and watch Dragon Ball Super. There's a lot of anime I have to sit down and watch. I get so sidetracked with other anime, but I need to like go back and watch like some of the ones that I originally grew up watching, even like their updated versions, if you will.
Well, you squirrel a lot.
Yeah. Yep. That's me.
Yeah. So
Definitely
I mean,
me.
you see new stuff like, oh, let me check that out. And then you completely. I'm like that too. I completely understand. I speak squirrel. Completely understand that. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today. Again, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. And the DC All-In special. And if you want to know everything there is to know about DC new initiative, that link is in the description below. Go ahead and click on that and check that out. And there's other links in the description as well, like Discord, our Patreon. If you want to join our Geek Corner Patreon, go ahead and do that. Vivo, you got anything else for the listeners out there?
Nope. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace.
Bye.